Yes. So we were discussing angle of elevation. We will be continuing with the same. Just a second. Yes. So the next question, which we will be discussing over here, is two poles of equal height are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is in yesterday's class, if anyone will help me reminding, this was Aisha, like Aisha has joined with this Arif Makbul, this name. Is it so? Yes. Okay, you can't also recall. Yes, who joined just now? Okay, which is 80-meter wide from a point between them on the road. The angle of elevation of the top of the poles are 60° and 30° respectively. Find the height of. Find the height of the poles. Yes, just now who joined? Aisha? Yes, who joined just now? Yes. Aisha. Yes. Are you from this batch? Yes, Aisha. Okay. Find the height of the pole and the distance of the point from the poles. Let's do it. Okay. Here the question says that two poles of equal height. Okay. Will be first we need to draw the figure properly. Then it will be simple. It will be visible from the figure that like how many right angle triangle we are having, which side is given, which side we are trying to find. Everything will be clear once we will draw the figure. So let's draw the figure. It says that two poles of equal height. Two poles are there which are of equal height. Now where to draw? Let's read the next part, then only we will be able to draw the poles. So two poles of equal heights are standing opposite each other. Opposite each other? What does that mean? On either side of the road. On either side of the road. Okay, there is a road in between and opposite to, like, on either side of the road, on one of the side there is a pole, on another side of the road there is another pole, but both the poles are of equal height. Yes or no? This much information we are getting from here, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Afnan, your camera is not working, but yesterday it was working, Afnan. Yes, Afnan. Yesterday it was working, right? This is another device. Okay. Okay, so from next class, please make sure you are joining from the device where the camera must work. Okay, everyone, not only for Afnan, for everyone, the same instruction is there. Okay, let's continue. So two pole of equal height are standing opposite to each other. Now we wanted to draw two pole which are of equal height, but we were not sure how to draw, like just beside each other we draw two pole, or just by maintaining few like a distance we will draw. How we will draw that, we were not getting the clear idea. That's why we read the question. We were keep on reading the question, that is two pole of equal height are standing opposite each other on either side of the road, which is 80-meter wide. So there is a road in between which is 80-meter wide, and on one of the side of the road there is a pole, on the other side of the road there is another pole, and both the pole are same height. Is it clear this much to all of you?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's continue. Yes, Harshit, are you from this batch? Harshit, are you from this batch? Yes, but no, please check it. Please unmute yourself. Please turn on your camera. No, Harshit, please turn on your camera. if anyone is going to, like, if you are not going to turn on your camera, I will remove you from here. Okay, if it is not working, then it's okay. Once I will remove you from here, then you won't be able to join over here. Okay, and the same instructions to all my students, whoever is here. Okay, so two pole of equal height are standing. So make sure you are joining with your name only, and make sure when I am telling you to turn on your camera, or maybe if I am telling you to unmute yourself, please unmute yourself. Okay, so all of sudden here you will join and a new teacher will start, like, just taking the class without turning on the camera. How you will feel? Tell me how you will feel. Okay, so here question says that two poles are there. Let's draw the figure. This much is clear to all of us, right? Right, this much is clear that there are two
Yes.
poles. There are two poles which having same height, exactly same height. Okay, same height, standing opposite to each other on either side of the road, which are 80-meter wide. So in between these two poles, there is a distance that is 80 meter. This much is clear to all of us. There is a road in between, 80-meter wide road, and on one of the side there is a pole, on
Mm.
another side there is a pole, and both the pole are having equal height. This much is crystal clear to all of us. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's continue. From a point, from a point between them on the road, from a point between them on the road, the angle of elevation. Okay, so from a point between the road, see what does
Ma'am,
it
I take
says?
this question.
Yes, yes, Aisha.
Ma'am, I take this question.
Okay, you have already done. Let's do it together. Okay, from
Yes.
a point, then I'm coming to you. You are going to tell me what will be the answer and all. But let's draw the figure at first. Okay, so from a point between them on the road, between them means between the poles. Between the poles, there is a point on the road. There is a point on the road, and that point is in between both the poles. Okay, the angle of elevation of the top of the poles. The angle of elevation of top of the poles are 60-degree and 30-degree respectively. So one of the angle of elevation from this point to the top of the pole. Okay, from this point to the top of the pole, and from the same point to the top of the another pole, there are two angle of elevation, that is one is 60 degree, another is 30 degree. You can take any way. One of them you just have to take 60 degree, another one you have to take 30 degree. The way I am taking 60 degree and 30 degree, exactly in that manner you don't have to take. You can take any one of the angle as a 60 degree and the other one as a 30 degree. I am taking this one as a 60 degree and this one as a 30 degree. Okay, now find the height of the pole. We have to find the height of the pole. Both the pole are having same height. If this is h, that is also h only. Both the poles height are exactly same, written in the first sentence only. Okay, both heights are same. We just have to find what is the h value, the distance of a point from the pole. Okay, so apart from finding the height of the pole, we also have to find the distance of this point, this distance of this point from the pole. Okay, in between both the poles we know there is a distance that is 80 meter, but what is the distance over here? This much distance. And what is the distance over there? That distance. Okay, these two distances still we have to find. So if we will name it A, B, C, D, E. Okay, if we will name it like this is E. If we will name it like this, let's see. We are having two right angle triangle. Can you see it? Can you say it? Where
Yes, ma'am.
where
Yes.
we must focus on this h we have to find, and this distance bc over here we have to find, the distance cd over there we have to find. Okay, one data we are having in hand that the total distance b to d is 80 meter. So can we say that if cd is x meter, then bc will be, if total is 80 meter
It
and we are assuming that cd is x meter, then bc will be, BC will be
80 minus x.
80 minus x. Perfect, Aisha. Okay. 80 minus x. This is how will be, like, we can, since the total distance is given, so why to take the different variable that CD is a variable, let's say x, and BC is y. Why to use this variable? We will be using this condition that total distance is 80 meter. One of them, if we are calling it x, then the other will be 80 minus x. Any confusion so far in the figure, in the question part? Any
No,
confusion?
ma'am.
No? Let's continue. So we are having two triangle. We are having two triangle ABC and triangle EDC. We have given the name. You can give any name according to your choice. Now, in this two right angle triangle, we have to focus on the height, and the perpendicular we have to focus on, and the base, or we have to focus on opposite side and adjacent side. Okay, so again opposite over adjacent is tan 60, right? What is the opposite side, or what is the perpendicular? According to this 60-degree angle, what is the perpendicular, or what is the opposite side? Who will say?
AB.
Yes, AB. So H we can take as a opposite side, right? At first only you have to assume that, let's say AB is H, AB and DE both are H. Then only here we are allowed to write H. And apart from that, at first only we also have to assume that CD is X, then only we can say BC is 80 minus X. Okay, so these are the assumption. You have to make it clear that which you are calling, which one you are calling it as a X, which one you are calling it as a H. Okay, so now let's opposite over adjacent. Adjacent is, in this triangle ABC, adjacent side is, which one is adjacent side? Triangle ABC में adjacent side कौन सा है? Which one is the
BC.
adjacent side?
BC.
Ma'am,
Yes,
BC.
yes, BC. So BC we have taken it as a 80 minus X. Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Now tan 60-degree value is, tell me quickly, every day we are just using tan 30 degree, 60 degree, 30 degree, 60 degree. So 60 degrees
Root 3.
root 3 is equals to H over 80 minus X. We will be calling it equation number 1. Okay, now in triangle EDC, still we'll be taking tan 30 is equals to opposite over adjacent. Opposite is H, adjacent is just X, right?
Yes.
Tan 30-degree value is quickly,
1 by root 3.
perfect, Aisha, is equals to H over X. This is equation number 2. Now linear equation, in pair of linear equation in two variable. That chapter you have done very well, and from there you understand if this type of condition you are having, then how to find the H value and X value. By using the method of substitution, we can find, right, H and X. So we will be taking out H from any one of the equation, and we will be substituting it in the other equation, right? If we will take out H from here, what will be H from equation 2? If we are going to take out H, what will be H? Yes, or maybe from equation 1, if we are trying to find h, what will be h? Who will say? Yes,
Ma'am, I did not do like this.
how you did, Aisha?
First, I took the value of tan 30 and then I
Hmm.
got my answer as root 3 x. Then tan 60, I got h is equals to 80 minus x root 3 and then I equated it both with an equal
So
sign.
yeah, we can equate in both. Basically, we are doing the same thing. Yes or no? Here
Yes,
it will be x by root 3. Yes or no? Tell me. X will go to other side. It will get multiplied in the numerator and it will be x by root 3. Yes or no?
yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Comparing h from both equation. Comparing 1 and 2. This one you call it 1 rather than saying this one as a 1 and this one you call it 2. Then it will make sense that yeah, we are comparing this two. So 80 minus x root 3 is equals to x by root 3. Let's try solving it. Let's try finding x value. So if root 3 you will be taking to this side, it will get multiplied over here. So 80 minus x is still there and root 3 into root 3 is what?
3.
3.
Yes, just 3. So we are having 80 minus x with just 3 is equals to x. 80 into 3. Please solve it for x value. Yes, Aisha, what is the x value you have got?
I got 20.
Aisha has got 20. See, she started doing question by herself. Okay? You should also start solving the question because so many questions, like all are of same way we are solving.
This
We
is
are first
very
drawing the figure.
easy.
Yes.
This chapter and the questions are very easy.
Yes, the chapter and the questions are very easy because all are just same. Right, Aisha?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, somehow all are same. If you will start solving the question, then only you will feel confident that yeah, from the from the first step till the last step, you are able to do by yourself without any help. Okay, so you have to sit with it, sit with the questions. You have to try solving by yourself completely. Okay, and then wherever you are struggling, you can let me know that this part you always get stuck. Then I'll explain only those particular part. Okay, so what is the x value you are getting from here? Very basic, like one or two steps are required to take out the x value. Yes, everyone please respond. What is the x value? x का value क्या आ रहा है? Who will let me know? 80 minus x into 3 is equals to x. Then what is the value of x?
Ma'am, 20.
20.
20. Let's check it. Yes, Zunad, Arish, Abdul is there. Abdul, Ifra. Will it take that much time? You need to multiply this 3 with 80. 243 with x minus 3x is equals to just x. This 3x you can shift to another side. It will be x plus 3x. Here we'll be having 240. How you are telling me that you are getting 20? Is it 20? Is it 20? Is it 20? Yes.
Ma'am, 60.
Are you getting how we are supposed to solve it?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Arish, Zunad, Abdul, is it clear? Distributive property. If 3 is sitting in front, you are so comfortable with that. If 3 is sitting over here, you are getting confused. Why? Still we are doing the multiplication. Still we will open the bracket. Still we will distribute this 3 with 80 and with the other x. Okay, x value we are getting 60. Now what are we, what we have to find? Let's read the question carefully. So find the height of the pole. Height we have to find, and the distance of a point from the poles. So what are the distance we are having? Distance BC and distance CD. Height of the pole H we have to find. Yeah, H we have to find, and the distances also BC and CD. BC and CD also we are supposed to find over here. So let's, X value we already know. X value we already know. CD is just X, that is 60 meter. And BC. BC is 80 minus X, that means 80 minus 60. That means
20.
20. Okay. So here we are getting BC we have to find and CD we have to find. CD is just X, that is 60 meter. And BC is 80 minus X, that means 80 minus 60, that means 20 meter. So one of the pole is 20 meter apart from the point and another pole CD is 60 meter apart from the pole. Okay. Now the height also we need to find, which is same for both the pole. H we have to find. So by using any one of the equation, maybe equation number 1 or maybe equation number 2, we will be able to find H. 2 looks simpler to us. Let's use equation number 2. H will be, who will say what will be H? H will be
20 by root 3.
Is it 20 by root 3 or according to our solution,
No,
Aisha?
60 by
60
root
by
3.
exactly. From equation number 2, from 2, H is x by root 3. That means our x, according to our solution, it can happen that Aisha has taken another variables and all, and accordingly her answer is 20 meter. Okay, which is correct, that one of the pole is 20 meter apart and the other pole is 60 meter apart. I need to check her steps. I'll be checking. But the 20 which she has got, maybe if we will be taking the other way, like the other variables and all, then we will end up getting the x value as a 20 only. Okay, if we will be taking this one as a x and that one as a 80 minus x, then we will be getting x value as a 20. Let me tell you, that is correct. But if you are doing along with me and then also you are saying that from the calculation part we are getting 20, that I will not accept. Okay, you must be clear with the calculation part.
Ma'am,
Am I
this
making?
step I did by some other way.
I need to check your step, Aisha,
I did
that
not
like
do it like, okay.
how you have done.
Okay, I'll tell you from the beginning, okay?
Yeah, then only I'll be able to
First,
say that. But
okay. First
yeah,
I took tan 60 is equals to h by x. And
okay,
then
okay.
I got my height as, not height. It's like root 3x.
Okay. Okay, Aisha, please send it to me on our WhatsApp number. I'll check it. Okay. Can you see the height? Always, I have told you
Yes, I
not to
got this
leave the
answer.
answer like this. 60 by root 3 is
Yes,
fine.
ma'am.
That is the answer, but we will rationalize it because the square root term we are not going to leave
After
in the
rationalizing,
denominator.
I got my height as 20 root 3.
Yes. So height is 20 root 3. Is it clear to all of you, Zunad, Arish,
Yes, ma'am.
Afnan, Alvina,
Yes.
Abdul?
Yes, ma'am.
Is it clear? Ifra, is it clear? Is it clear? First, we have to draw the figure. Then we must see how many triangles are there. Accordingly, we will take right angle triangle. And yeah, we will keep our we will be like, we will also see what we are supposed to find over here, the finding part. Okay? And accordingly, we will be proceeding like this. Any confusion over here in the figure part, or maybe in the solution part, or maybe in the calculation part also? If any confusion you are having, please let me know. I'll clear it now. Any confusion?
No, ma'am.
Okay, Aisha, yesterday you was asking about question number 5, right?
You already
No.
explained that.
Then question number 6 you
Example
was
5.
asking.
No, I was asking you example number 5 and also example number 4. So you explained only example number 5.
Okay, let's do 4.
Okay.
Any confusion over here?
Ma'am, I want to ask.
Yeah, please.
Ma'am, why did you take tan 60? Why tan?
Because we know this height. We know Alvina this height and that height is same. So somewhere height is involved. Okay. And we know the distance, the total distance in between both the poles are 80 meters. So somewhere distance is involved. Right?
Yes.
Okay. That's why this height and this distance, these two are involved over here. If you will all of a sudden, if you will take the hypotenuse, maybe you will take sine theta. That is AC, hypotenuse you will take. So do we know AC value? No. Is there any information which will help us finding AC value? Is there any
No.
information? No. So you have to read the question and you have to see which two sides are involved in this question. If directly the value is not given, that is also okay. But if any condition is given that the total distance is 80 meter, the height of the both are same. So accordingly, we will choose such a trigonometric ratio where these two are involved, because the condition after that will help us finding the values. Getting it?
Okay.
Now in the finding part also, if you will read it, Alvina, find the height of the pole. So we must take the height, we must use the height, right? Then only later on we will be able to find the value. And it says find the distance of a point from the pole. So distance BC also we are supposed to find. Okay, so we must use this two purple colored side, then only later on we will be able to find what exactly is the value of H and what exactly is the length of BC. Getting it?
Yes, ma'am, got it.
Okay. Yes, this is how you have to ask. If you are not getting any step, this is how you have to ask. In our that, like one of the batches there, that is 10th M2, this is M1, that is 10th M2. They're like every student, if they don't get, they will ask me over there only. Okay, and I appreciate that. If you are asking, if you are not getting, of course, for that only I'm sitting on this side, right? Let's continue. Everything is clear?
Ma'am, should I send you my
Yes, Aisha, please. After the class, I'll check it and I will let you know that whether the steps you have performed is it perfectly fine or what.
Okay.
So the next question is, which Aisha asked, that from a point P, on the ground this is the question we are having over here. Okay, let's try understand the understanding the question, what exactly the question says, and then we will be drawing the figure. Okay, so let's read it carefully, patiently. We will be reading the question and then we'll be doing the construction. Okay, so when you are practicing at home, carefully, patiently, you have to read, you have to draw the figure. Then only in exam, quick, you will be able to do it. So from a point P on the ground, from a point P on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of, from a point P on the ground, somewhere there is a point P on the ground. Okay, angle of elevation of top of 10-meter tall building. Okay, so there is a 10-meter tall building. An angle of elevation from P to the top of this 10-meter tall building is 30 degree. We know angle of elevation, whenever we are making, it will always, this angle will be with the horizontal, So this is the angle we are having. Okay, don't look at this part. Forget about that. So from a point P on the ground, the angle of elevation of the top of 10-meter tall building, this one is building, is 30 degree. Okay, now let's read the next part. Next part is a flag is hoisted at the top of the building. Okay, at the top of the building, a flag is hoisted. A flag is hoisted at the top of the building. So we have made a flag. at the top of the building. Okay, you can say this is a flag. Okay, and and the angle of elevation of the top of the flag staff from P is 45 degree. So flag is hoisted like this. Now at the top of the flag, like the top part of the flag staff, from there 45 degree, there is an angle of elevation at the same point P. Okay, so if we will join the top part with the again the same point, maybe like this, maybe like this. Okay, angle of elevation is 45 degree. We understand angle of elevation from a point to the top or whatever. It will always be with the horizontal. Yes or no? Yes or no? From through point P, there must be a horizontal through point P towards the top of the building or towards the top of the flagstaff. Different angles are there. We have made the figure like this. Now let me know, so far is it clear to everyone? Is it clear so far? Alvina,
Yes,
Afnan,
ma'am.
Aisha, Arish, Zunad, Abdul, Ifra. Is it clear so far? Is it clear?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, clear. Okay, let's continue. Find the length of the flagstaff. So this length, this purple color length we have to find. Okay. Now let's see what information, what else we are having in hand. Find the length of the flagstaff and the distance of the building from point P. Distance of the building from point B. That means this distance also we have to find. Length of the flagstaff and this distance also we have to find. Now if you will focus over here, can you see two different right angle triangle? Okay, this is P. Let me name the other. Let's say this is Q. Let's say this is R. Let's say this is S. So basically here we have to find the length of flagstaff, that means SR. SR we have to find over here, this much. And what else we have to find? The distance of the point P from the building, that means PQ we have to find. SR and PQ we have to find. Now can you see two different right angle triangle over here? Who will say? Can you see?
Yes, ma'am.
What are the name, Alvina? Please tell me. What are the name?
PQR and PQS.
Yes, PQR and PQS. These two right angle triangle we are having. And again, we will be talking about, in previous question, Alvina, your question was how we will decide which two side to take. So are you getting idea that here 10 meter, the height of the building is 10 meter, the height of the building is 10 meters. So maybe that side we will be using. And PQ we are supposed to find. So this side also we will be using. Are you getting idea? Not only Alvina, everyone, are you getting idea?
Yeah.
So, ma'am,
Okay.
we take tan here also.
Yes, here also we'll be taking time. So here in most of the question we'll be taking time only. Okay, most of the question, not like there can be contradiction. We can have the scenario where we must use the other length of the string and all that type of question is also there. So but in most of the question we'll be using tan, where of course opposite, how you will decide, you understand, right? How you will decide.
Yes.
Okay, now in this, the like this type of figure I will draw and I will tell you that this PS is a ladder and the length of the ladder is this, like maybe 30 meter. Then you will focus on the hypotenuse, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so here of course we'll be taking tan PQR. PQR is the smaller triangle where the angle is 30 degree. Can you see it? is equals to opposite over adjacent or perpendicular upon base. Perpendicular is QR, right? And base is PQ. Yes or no?
Yes.
Similarly, for the other triangle, bigger one, tan 45 degree. Perpendicular is QS and base is same PQ. Yes or no? Now let's focus on the first triangle, QR. Do we know QR? Do we know QR?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
That is 10.
Yes, ma'am. 10 meter.
Okay, and PQ. Tan 30 degrees. Tell me quickly, tan 30 degrees. Tan 30 degrees. Yes,
1 by root 3.
1 by root 3. Okay. PQ we are able to find from here only. That is, what will be the value of PQ? Who will say? Yes,
10 root 3.
10 root 3, of course. PQ is 10 root 3. Are you getting it? We need to take this PQ on the other side. It will get multiplied with this one. And then root 3 you will be taking on this side. It will get multiplied with 10. Yes or no?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
So successfully we found PQ that we can use in another triangle. Okay. We can use that PQ. We already know from equation 1 or from the previous part. We know that PQ is 10 root 3. We can find QS. What is tan 45 degree? Tell me quickly. Tan 45 degree is what?
1.
1.
One.
So QS is 10 root 3. Yes or no? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Are we supposed to find QS? No, we have to find the length of the flag staff. Okay? Length of the flag staff. That means there must be a pole or there must be a stick, and on the top of that there will be a flag, right? Right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, whenever we host the flag, this is how we have seen always, that if we are just keeping it on the top part of the building, so we take the flag, like, which is attached to a stick or maybe a rod or maybe a pole or whatever. Okay, so that's called flag staff. That flag staff's complete length we have to find. So building length, this QS is what? QS is the length of the building plus the length of that flag staff, right? We just have to find RS. We just have to find RS. So can we say what will be RS from here? Tell me. Class 10 student, this much basic knowledge you must be able to understand. QS is 10 root 3. RQ is 10. Then RS will be.
Ma'am, could you please repeat once again?
I'm writing it over here, Aisha. Read it carefully. That QS is 10 root 3. QR is 10 meter. Then RS will be what?
So, ma'am, 10 root
This
3 minus 10.
exactly. Are you getting it? RS will be 10 root 3 minus 10. From
Yes.
Q to S, the complete length is 10 root 3. From Q to just R is 10. So the remaining will be the subtraction. Yes or no?
Yes,
Ma'am, could you
ma'am.
please scroll up?
QS minus QR is RS. Yes or no? QS minus QR is RS.
Yes.
Which can be written as 10 in bracket root 3 minus 1, and in this particular question the value of root 3 is mentioned, that is 1.732. So of course we will be using it over here. That root 3 means 1.732 as given in the question. If it would not be given, then we will leave our answer like this only. But since it is given, we will be doing a calculation. So in the previous part, PQ, whatever we have got, there we will be using that it is 1.732. Okay. That much meter we are having. Any confusion? Calculation part you will be able to perform, right? RS we have found and PQ. Getting it?
Yes.
Is it crystal clear to all of you? Zunad, Arish, Ifra, Aisha, Alvina, Abdul.
Yes. Sorry, can you please scroll once again?
What you said, Aisha?
Ma'am, can you scroll a little bit up?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, done, ma'am.
Okay. Is it clear to all of you? Is it